Hey everybody, it's Sandra here from A Clean and Simple Life. So today's Tuesday and I'm doing a little meal prep for tomorrow's what's for dinner and for a couple other meals that we're going to do later on in the week. I love doing meal prep. It just makes life so much easier for me when I'm trying to put meals together quickly. It's really worth the effort of spending a little time in the kitchen, either on a Sunday afternoon or anytime that you've got, an hour or so that you can get in there and spend some time, because it will save you so much time later on in the week when you're really busy. You've got the kids going to soccer practice and karate class and piano lessons, and you've got a meeting that's got you running late from work, or your significant other has a PTA meeting that they've got to get to. Life gets busy. And even with myself, although I work from home, life gets busy, and I spend my days doing other things other than being in the kitchen, although that is part of what I do, is in the kitchen. But nonetheless, I like to do my meal prep. Like I said, it just makes my life easier when I'm getting ready for other things. So what I'm doing today is I am making our pulled chicken. And this pulled chicken is going to turn into pulled chicken pizzas for tomorrow night's what's for dinner, because we've got a dog trainer coming in to work with Oakley tomorrow, so we're going to be a little bit pressed for time, so I wanted something quick, easy that I can get onto the plate. So that'll be tomorrow's what's for dinner. Stay tuned for that. And I'm also making pulled chicken sandwiches to take with us up to the boat this weekend. It'll be a nice, quick, easy lunch that we can just throw together with some buns. I'll make some coleslaw to go with that as well, and that'll be super duper quick, easy, and ready to go. So I am using chicken thighs. I like using chicken thighs instead of chicken breasts when I'm using my crock pot. My crock pot is my friend, I'm gonna say. I have a few appliances in my house that I probably would not ever give up for anything in the world. My crock pot is one of them, my vacuum sealer is the other one, and my blender. I could probably live without any other appliances, small appliances that is, but those three are definitely ones that I will not ever give up. So I'm using my crock pot today. I'm using chicken breasts because I find, or chicken thighs, I find the breasts sometimes when I put them in the crock pot, they sometimes do get a little dry. And it's just inherent to chicken breasts. They're a very lean cut of meat. They're delicious. I love chicken breasts. I love doing them on the grill. I like baking them. But if I'm doing something in the crock pot or something like a pot pie, I do like to use a darker meat, and thighs are that nice balance of not too dark like the legs, we're a little bit fattier, but not as dry as the chicken breasts. So chicken thighs are my go-to. I'm going to season them up a little bit with our BBQ chicken and ribs, which was from the summer collection. Love this stuff. It's just so yummy. And I like to layer my flavors. So yes, I'm going to be putting in the pulled pork, or the pulled chicken, sorry, seasoning in this. And yeah, that's all great. But like I said, I like to layer the flavors. Everything has a different component to it that just gives a depth of flavor to it. So my chicken breasts, or my chicken thighs, sorry, I keep saying breasts. My chicken thighs are frozen. So I'm just going to, I'm just going to season them here and drop them into the crock pot. Just like that. And I'm not even going to be worried about the fact that they are all frozen together in one big lump. I don't really care right now. That'll get taken care of a little bit later on when the cooking starts and they start to thaw it a little bit. So that's it, and I am going to put our seasoning, just sprinkle it right over top. I'll show you guys here in a second. Sprinkle that right over top, and then I'm going to add the rest of the ingredients. So really, really simple. Need a cup of ketchup. Shout out to Pampered Chef, by the way. This is one of my favorite gadgets, is their, geez, I don't even know what they call it. But it's a measuring cup that does both dry and liquids. Anyone who's familiar with Pampered Chef, I'm sure you know about this. Ketchup's getting a little low. So, we'll just measure out 1 cup. And what I love about this, I'm gonna flip it over, push the bottom in, and it's gonna scrape the side all right up. And everything gets in there. I don't have to go scraping for it. I don't have to go trying to scoop everything out. All clean. So that's very cool. We also need, so that's a cup of ketchup, half a cup of vinegar. I personally like using apple cider vinegar in my pulled chicken and in my pulled pork. There's no right or wrong answer on this one. This is just my own personal preference. I like the flavor of the cider vinegar in there. You could use white vinegar, you could use malt vinegar, probably do rice wine vinegar. That might be an interesting flavor. If you do, let me know. But I'm gonna use half a cup of apple cider vinegar. And again, see, love this. One tool, it's doing both my measurements, fewer dishes. Love that. And we're just gonna pour that right over top. And then we need a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. So I'm just gonna scoop out here. 1/4 cup. Toss that in. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Yay. And bring you guys over here. Oops, there we are. Oh, there we go. And that is my chicken thighs and all my goodness. So yeah, I am gonna scrape a little bit of that off and put it a little bit further into the bottom. Smear it around nicely so that it's covering all the chicken. And put the lid on that. I'm gonna set it on low, let it go for about 6 hours or so. I'm gonna go back and go back to my office, do some work that I need to get done. That's just gonna do its thing. Later today, probably after dinner tonight, I'll take those out, shred them all for my meals that are coming up, and put them in a Tupperware container. In the fridge they go, and then I'm all set for making my pizza tomorrow, which, as I said, stay tuned for that, because I am also going to be using our new gluten-free pizza crust and our 1/4 sheet pans, so stay tuned for that. And I'll be making the pizzas, and then later on the weekend we're going to be having some really yummy pulled chicken sandwiches with some coleslaw and all the trimmings. So that's my little meal prep for today. Just thought I'd come on and say hi to everybody, show you what I'm up to for meal prep. Highly suggest that you get into the habit of meal prepping. It will save you a ton of time in your busy, busy lives. It's worth a little bit of extra time, especially now that we're getting into the more fall season. And you know, weekend cottages aren't necessarily as busy. I know we're going to be taking the boat out on Thanksgiving weekend, which is really, really sad. But our weekends will definitely be a little bit less busy with that not being in the picture. So definitely more time to do meal prepping and that kind of thing. So hope you guys enjoyed the makings of the pulled chicken. I'll give you an update later when it's all done and shredded. And have fun meal prepping. Talk to everybody later. Bye.